What's up, party people?
What's up, guys? It's the Fry Guys, also known as the Freak Brothers.
The Freak Brothers.
You might have seen our YouTube short on the Poo Dog channel.
Hopefully that came out before this, whenever this... No, our Subway Surfer guy died!
But anyway, you might have seen our short, but now we're here to give you an in-depth commentary about our experience trying these french fries.
Because we believe that YouTube shorts suck, but we make them because we have to. And then this one is...
If you haven't seen the short, go check it out.
Go check out the short, because it gives our full, like, our actual, like, rankings of the thing. This is a combined, like, tier list of, like, all of our thoughts on
So
everything.
if you are coming from the short, I do want to say, I think a lot of our rankings are just going to be in contrary to what we said in the video. Like, I think if you go watch the video and make a ranking based on what we say in the video, it's going to be different than what we do here.
We low-key switched up on our day ones.
Right.
Because we tried them in person, and then we were like, yeah, and then we, like, talked for 5 seconds after we finished trying them, and each time we're like, yeah, no, actually, I think I was wrong.
Yeah.
So hindsight is everything.
Hindsight is 2020, and now that is 2025.
Our Subway Surfer guy just, like, wasted the hoverboard. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Don't worry about him. Okay, so we're gonna go to the tier list now. So we've got, you can't see all of them at the moment, but we've got Burger King, Taco Bell, Rally's, Sonic, Wendy's, McDonald's, Popeyes, Church's, Chick-fil-A, and Cane's. These are all the ones that we went to in our video, and we're gonna talk in more depth about them now. Let's start off with Burger King. I'm gonna just put it in C right now.
Tristan, bring up the
before we even
price.
talk
Bring
about
up the
it.
price.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
this is
the
another
prices.
thing we have to discuss. In this video, we're gonna discuss the price and see if that's kind of worth it for what we
What
got.
is it?
So for Burger King, we got $2.69 for a small fry.
$2.69 for a small fry.
So, the Burger King fries, in my opinion, were pretty good. I think they were fried in the same fryer as, like, the chicken fries or something.
Mhm.
They kind of tasted like chicken. And that's going to be a common thing, is you'll be able to tell what they were fried with. And I'm going to complain about some places. But I think the chicken was a good thing. They were salty enough. To me, they could be B tier.
I think
B for B tier.
I think their B tier. Emil kind of hates Burger King.
My
But-
thing about Burger King fries is that I think that they're not seasoned well enough. I think they just tasted like a fry. It didn't have any other, like...
I think it should be in the middle at B because it was kind of just average.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. I think it was quite literally just average.
It was your standard.
It was like
I'm down to
If
put it
you
in
go
B.
to a restaurant, you get
If
fries.
I would go anywhere and I get those fries I got from Burger King today, I would not be mad.
I wouldn't be
like,
mad. I would
"These
just...
fries are gross.
You're right. Okay, I'll put it in B.
All right. Next up, we got the nacho fries.
Nacho fries from Taco Bell. This one it comes with a nacho cheese sauce that we didn't include, which
that
is
was one of our rules.
we didn't want to do sauce because we figured that it would change up the rankings a little bit.
Here's how much were the nacho fries. The other thing, and I think this actually hurts Taco Bell, they had the AI talking to us.
They did. Whenever you go up
AI's
to
a
the
quarter.
thing, they're like, "What would you like at Taco Bell?" And then I'm like, 8,000 waters. And then they're like, "No, what would you actually like?"
How much was it?
It
Tell
was
us.
$2.39 for a small nacho fry at
So-
Taco Bell.
The nacho fry is cheaper than the Burger King fries,
Mm-hmm.
which I think actually is amazing because they were some of the best flavor
Yeah.
and they were a better deal.
Yeah, they I think the nacho fries were definitely at the top of my list. Even though they're nacho fries and not technically like French fries, they're still really good and they're cheap.
Yeah,
They're
they're
one of
not
the
bad.
cheapest on the list, next to McDonald's. But
Mhm.
McDonald's, they don't give you like any fries with the small one.
Yeah, the Taco Bell, that's another thing that we should discuss too, the quantity of the fries that they gave us. I think Burger King gave us a good amount of fries. And Taco Bell did too. There were some that gave us they were kind of chinky with the fries.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, I don't know. I think Taco Bell belonged either A or S. That's just my take.
I'm down to put it in S.
I'm down to put it
Because
in
it's
S.
okay
unique.
with
It's a
A.
unique fry. So
What's your why is
Why
it not
A?
S? Defend.
defend.
It wasn't my favorite.
Why?
I don't think it was as good as like the actual S tiers.
Why?
The actual S
Why
tiers.
not?
He's teasing them.
Why not? What was the issue with it?
I don't know.
I think-
I think it wasn't. It was too different from normal fries.
Well, I think that's why it should be an S. I think since it's so different and unique, and it's also it's a cheap meal item. You know, like you don't need to get a large nacho fry in order to get like the bang for your buck. You know, that's why I think it's S.
You guys can put it in S. I would have to like think about it more for me personally.
He really wants it in A.
But
We can.
I want to put it. I think okay, we'll put it at the bottom of S. If there's
Okay.
any other S's, we'll put it ahead of that because I
Yeah.
think it deserves S because of price, quantity.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was a lot of food. They were good. I would eat them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really good. It was some of the best fries that we tried today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just wasn't my favorite.
So next up we have Rallies. Rallies was interesting for me. I think Rallies. I didn't hate Rallies, but Rallies was very crunchy.
They were really crunchy and sweet.
They literally tasted and smelled like vanilla ice cream. I was like, what is this? Why is it? Why?
They tasted
Do we know
and
if they were
smelled
sweet
like
potato
donut.
fries?
They weren't orange.
They're just normal.
Yeah, you're right.
They're just
You're right.
normal fries.
They were normal
So
fries. Yeah.
my issue is Rallies is S. You go to Walmart, you buy the Rallies fries, you put them in your fryer at home, S. Immediate S. But you go there and you buy them, and they fry them in sugar or something.
They also have a lot of advertisements for the fries. Like apparently they're like well known for having good fries at Rallies.
Yeah, I mean they're.
From what I've had before with the ones that you make at home, they're delicious. I love them. I go to Rallies. It was disappointing.
Kind of overcooked.
These ones that we got today, I'm not even lying. I'd put them in D.
Really?
I'd put them in D.
I
would go
wouldn't.
C tier.
I would go C or B for sure. Cause I did kind of like the flavor in it. I think if this was just on my list, I would definitely put Rallies above Burger King because I think the seasoning was pretty good on.
The seasoning was okay, but
You
it
just
was
didn't
so
like,
sweet.
You didn't like how sweet it
It was
was.
so sweet. It just threw everything off.
Okay, what do you want to put it in C? Do you think we
I
agree
can
on
see
C?
it in C or bottom of B.
We can put it in C. We can put it in C.
would-
I'll give you C.
Okay, you'll give me C because Ethan's gonna throw a fit if we put it in B because he hates the fries apparently. Anyways, next up we have Sonic's Groovy Fries. They don't have normal fries. They have a gimmick fry,
These are demonic.
which is Tristan. Pull up the prices for that. The
Oh
reason
yeah, how
why
much was the Rallies? I don't know.
The
if you said
Rallies
that.
was $3.19, kind of.
So most expensive so far.
so far, yeah, but
The Sonics are $3.29.
What?
Sonic's fries are so expensive.
It was so expensive. They did not give us that much.
they're not seasoned well either. It's just because they're like crinkle fries.
They were another
They're a
sweet
gimmick.
fry. They were sweet and they were like so saturated in oil. It was disgusting.
I think the thing with the groovy fries, it's another one of those gimmick fries that's trying to push a sauce because there is a groovy sauce at Sonic.
See, but I've tried the groovy sauce too, and it's not good.
It's not great. No.
It's not good. So I don't even know. They have nothing going for them.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't try the sauce today with these fries because that was. We touched on this.
Yeah,
There's
no sauce.
sauces
No sauce.
from any of these restaurants because sauce would give it an unfair advantage. We're
Absolutely.
going just
ranking the
fries.
fries,
Mhm.
not the restaurant.
So
So, yeah, I think they're just kind of standard. They were kind of oversalted in my opinions, and they were like unnecessarily sweet.
Yeah,
I
they were
just
very.
so-
Yeah. I
That-
agree.
for the high. They were the highest price for a small fry out of any of the
I
restaurants.
think that brings it low
That,
too.
yeah, that, that's
They
kinda
also
low
took
rate.
the longest out of all of them.
The highest price took the longest, and they were some of the worst. I say that's a definite D.
I think
Mhm.
D
Has
tier
to be
would-
D.
It wouldn't be ridiculous. It wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be ridiculous to say that. It wouldn't be ridiculous to say that. Next up, we have Wendy's, which I think Wendy's has some. Even if we all have different opinions on the fries itself, I think the price and like what they do with it is like kind of. We can talk about that. What's the price on this one?
So the small at Wendy's is $2.79, but
We
we
did
paid
not-
for a junior, which was $1.59.
Which technically is the smallest one if you would get it. And I would recommend getting the junior because they pack that thing like crazy.
We didn't get a small. We got a junior, and it was more fries than probably most of the other places
Mhm.
gave us.
It was more fries than anyone else on this list right now that we've ranked,
For sure.
and it was $1.59,
Like
which is half the price of Sonic and like double the fries they gave us.
We didn't measure or like weigh or count the fries or whatever, but they were falling out. I think that one in Chick-fil-A maybe had like the most amount of fries. You don't want to jump ahead too much, but
Cane's.
Cane's did have a lot. That's true.
But that's
later. That's
That's
later.
later. I think these Wendy's fries, you definitely got a good bang for your buck. I don't remember their flavor being too remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really remember. They're another, like, middle-of-the-line fry.
Yeah.
But for the price you pay being so small and for the amount you get being so high, I think that makes up for being just a middle-of-the-line fry and brings it up to B, maybe even A.
I think A tier.
I would say A or S, honestly.
'Cause they're-
Like, I mean, the taste isn't fantastic, but it's like it's
The
a
taste
reasonable price,
They're
and
potato.
It was definitely better than Burger King fries. I'll say that.
mm-hmm.
100% was better. You got more. It was cheaper.
Yeah,
I think that, and that's what fast food should be.
yeah.
You should get a lot of food for cheap, and it should be fast.
Unlike Sonic,
Wendy's did a good job.
Wendy's did a fantastic job. I think putting in an A is not crazy. It's
I
not
think,
crazy
yeah.
to say that.
Because, I mean, it's not like the fries themselves were amazing, but you got a lot. It was cheap.
Yeah.
They weren't bad by
No,
any means.
Not at all.
So I think A is a great spot for the
Fantastic
Wendy's
spot.
fries.
Yeah. Next up, we have McDonald's, which this one, so Taco Bell was in a little cup. Wendy's was in a little cup. Burger King, what was that one in?
They were all
was
they were
in a
all in
little
cups.
Sonic was not in a cup. I don't
It
think.
was.
It was? Okay, Sonic was in a cup. They were all in cups. McDonald's gave us a little bag.
Yeah, I don't know. McDonald's thinks they're better than everyone else because they give you a little bag. They give you less fries, and how much are they?
McDonald's is $2.19.
They were the cheapest, I think.
No, they're the
They are
second cheapest? Is Taco Bell
next
first?
to Wendy's
Wendy's
the
is
cheapest.
the
That's
cheapest.
true, yeah.
for the junior.
For the junior, yeah.
So, and then the other issue I had, this might just be this. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna say mine. This is just an issue with our McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
The fries were not salted enough, and they kind of tasted like they were cooked in maybe some bad oil,
Mhm.
or maybe it was new oil or something.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
The oil was not the best, and they were not salted enough. And in my opinion, that ruins. That is entirely what determines if a fry is good. The
Well,
amount of salt.
Oh, McDonald's fry for sure. Because a McDonald's fry is so skinny. The best part about the McDonald's fry is that it's so salty, and you're like, oh, this is going to be so bad for me. Like, this fry is going to be awful, but it's because it's got no food. It's just like crunchy salt. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. And in our case today, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was just kind of.
But it wasn't bad. It's still a McDonald's fry. I would say it's around Burger King, above Rally's.
I would
I would
say
say that's
bottom of B tier, C tier.
I think
Yeah.
that's a good spot for. I know this could be a controversial opinion for you guys
Yeah.
watching at home. It's just we didn't have a great experience
the
with
other
McDonald's
thing
fries
with
today.
McDonald's. I think it was. Besides, I think the next ones had longer lines, but from all the ones before, besides Sonic, which for whatever reason Sonic kept us waiting forever.
Yeah.
McDonald's had the longest lines so
Mhm.
far,
Absolutely.
and they took forever. I don't know. It was a wait for these fries, and they weren't that good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were pretty mediocre.
So
Yeah.
I think B is a
Bottom
is
of
a
B
salad.
is really
Salad is not a. It's definitely not a
B
salad.
is a solid spot for
Uh-huh.
these fries.
There.
And then next up we have Popeyes, which we rated pretty high in our rankings. I've always liked Popeyes fries.
I mean, Popeyes, and the crazier thing is, look at this. We have a Sonic ad. in
Yeah,
the
you guys
corner.
can't see it, but there's a Sonic ad in the corner. They've heard us hating on Sonic, and now there's a Sonic ad
The
right
big
in the
deal.
corner.
But-
the big deal.
So, Popeyes, and what's crazy is I've never gone to Popeyes just for the fries, but if I'm going to Popeyes, I'm gonna get fries.
Mm-hmm.
They are the best fries probably on the market.
Yeah, I don't understand how people can get like mashed potatoes and gravy. You have to get the fries. The fries are
Right.
fantastic.
And
They're amazing.
how much are they?
$2.99.
$2.99 for was it a bag?
It is a bag.
It's,
It
it's,
is
a,
a bag.
it's a bag similar to
But they do stuff this one a little more than McDonald's, and their fries are longer than the McDonald's
Right.
fries.
and they're good. They're so good.
They're seasoned. I think they're even called seasoned fries. They're
Yeah,
not even
they're
just
seasoned
French fries.
Really well.
And-
Definitely an easy S tier.
And yeah, in my opinion, easy S tier.
I
The
think
only
easy.
issue with Popeyes is
Above Taco
when
Bell.
when you
Above Taco Bell? Okay.
when you go to Popeyes,
Well, because it is a normal fry.
you never know what you're gonna get. Not saying like you don't know, but you don't know if they're gonna have the food you want in stock,
Mm-hmm.
and the line is probably gonna be
Wrapped around.
forever.
Yeah.
That's the only downside that Popeyes has. if they could just fix those two, it'd probably be the best fast food
Wasn't even
restaurant.
that long of a line for us though today.
No,
No.
it
was going
wasn't.
fast.
It was good.
And
And
they
they
did
were
have the fries.
they had nice hospitality as well, which is surprising for a Popeyes.
Yeah, we haven't been mentioning this, but for most of the other places, when we go to order our fries, they're like, "That's it? You guys only want one small French fry? Really? You
They're
don't want
like-
anything
Well, there
else?"
were like two
Flabbergasted.
places where we got a drink, because I think at Taco Bell, Ethan wanted a drink. He got a Baja Blast, and then Tristan got
A McDonald's Coke.
yeah, he got a McDonald's Diet Coke, and that was they didn't look at us weird there, I guess, because they thought we were getting like a little snack, but like at the same time, every other place was like, "You just want a fry?" And I'm like,
They were
"Yeah,
confused as hell.
dude, we're spending money on your restaurant. Why do you care?"
Popeyes was very understanding that
Yeah.
we just wanted a fry. They're just like, "All right, pull around."
Yeah, they were just like, "Okay, cool. You want fries? Whatever." But Churches had no one in line, but I think there's
That's
a reason.
understandable though.
I want to say this. My parents used to tell me when they were growing up, they would go to Popeyes because the Popeyes, they're relatively close. The Popeyes and the Churches, but they would go to get chicken at Popeyes and they would get sides at Churches because they said the sides at Churches were much better. I don't know if they meant mashed potatoes, but
might
the
be talking about the other
fries,
stuff,
the
because
fries are bad.
There's no competition between the fries from Popeyes and the fries from Churches. If we're just comparing those two, which is kind of what we did, because we got them back to back, and so we came right off of that high of Popeyes, and then we got Churches. It was so disappointing. They weren't even that bad of fries. but
Yeah.
I think it really was just the downside of when we tried them.
They're $2.99. The one I tried, it was the initial one I tried was good, and then I started eating some more, and then it was like after the first one, it wasn't as good.
To me, they tasted like a bad Chick-fil-A fry.
Yeah.
Like they were
Yeah.
very potato-y and just no seasoning.
No, like hardly any seasoning, and it was like it tasted like mashed potatoes.
I
Y'all
wouldn't
okay
be
with
mad.
that? Okay,
I
I'm
wouldn't-
thinking I'm gonna
yeah.
put
Wait,
it in
wait,
the
no, I am mad.
what
See?
It needs to go
above Sonic.
Sonic.
Okay, I think I might have liked the Sonic ones a little more than this one, and they're both crinkle cut. Maybe that's
Whatever.
the thing. Don't serve crinkle cut fries.
Whatever.
The straight fries are better because this one were skinny fries. Skinny-ish.
Thicker.
These were thicker but also skinny. This was skinny. This one was
Thicker.
thicker. They're more like Wendy's and Burger King.
Yeah.
I think just don't do crinkle cut fries. Well,
Because okay. Yeah,
Alright,
but
wait,
the
wait.
crinkle
Let's-
cuts, they're the ones at Sonic and Churches. They're larger. So when you were
they're
biting
kind of
into
fat. Yeah.
it, you're biting into a lot of potato,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of uncomfortable in your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, next up we got Chick-fil-A. So usually I feel like Chick-fil-A is better than it was today. I felt like they were undersalted.
You might have got a bad one. I kind of got a pretty good salted one today.
Maybe
Mine was not salted, so I think
it might have
maybe
been
they
just
just
hit or
forgot to
miss.
salt it.
Hit or miss, I guess. I don't know.
I'm used to where I go to school, the Chick-fil-A there, they like drown it in salt,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm used to. So I tried those. I was like, "Where's the salt?"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's fair.
I think they just
They're not
didn't put
horrible
our
though.
salt.
I mean, I also think that after trying all of these, the Chick-fil-A fries are carried by that sauce.
They're also carried by their shape.
The
Because you
waffle
get
fries
they're
are always
bigger.
so
The waffle
great.
fries are great.
waffle fries are amazing. I don't understand why more places don't do waffle fries. They must cost more
Yeah.
or something
Yeah,
because they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easily an A tier. It costs $2.49.
$2.49. That's cheaper than some of them. Yeah.
I would honestly,
I would say A.
A or low B.
I think I'm gonna agree with Tristan.
Oh,
I
no,
want to put this.
It was
in
$2.48. It was $2.48. My
Same
bad.
thing, basically.
Cane's was $2.49.
That's crazy because I think are we all in agreement? Chick-fil-A A tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe over Wendy's.
Over Wendy's. Okay. Wendy's, I think you just got a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah.
That's why I think maybe that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it lines these up.
It wouldn't be entirely ridiculous
To say that. But on the other hand, I think we're all in agreement here in saying that the Cane's fries need to be an S.
100%. So I've never gone to Cane's without slathering everything in the delicious sauce
Mhm.
because that's what you do. You
Yeah.
go to Cane's, you eat the sauce.
Yeah.
This was the first time I've tried them without the sauce because we weren't allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the fries, How much were they? They were $2.49.
About the same as Chick-fil-A.
The most fries we got from any.
Because it wasn't just like so all of them are either like a little tiny container, a little tiny little bag. This one was a to-go box. It was an actual to-go box.
It was full of fries.
And it was stuffed, yeah.
I think what was helping out Cane's is that we got our food immediately because we didn't have to wait for like chicken. So there wasn't steam making the fries super soggy.
Mm-hmm.
So since we ate it right away, it helped the fries a lot.
Well, that's another thing too, isn't it? So, Tristan, pull up the prices again. It's about middle of the road price-wise on like small fries.
Yeah, it's cheaper than a few of them.
And does Cane's have a small fry and a large fry?
No, it's just they just have a fry.
A side fry.
Yeah, it's an extra fry.
So they just give you a lot of fry. I think if you are also Cane's is open late.
Yeah.
If you really want French fries and it's late at night, just go to Cane's. Plus, you can have the sauce.
That sauce makes everything better. I'm not gonna lie.
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, if
the
you
goat.
just really want some fries and you're not trying to spend a whole lot of money, Cane's, good fries, cheap, and it's bang for your buck.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even a box combo is like, what,
I will
$14?
say, I definitely think just getting the fries themselves helped it.
Yeah.
I think it helped it a lot.
Because you weren't waiting on chicken.
And I think the issue is usually they put the fries in the box, close it, and
then
that
they start to
builds
steam up, yeah,
and
they get
then
all
that makes
sweaty.
it soggy. I think these were crisp and they were flavorful. They must have had good oil or something today as well. They were amazing.
I think another thing about this tier list, I
wouldn't put the Cane's above Popeyes still. I don't
You
know.
wouldn't?
Really?
I would put it above.
I would put it
Okay.
above.
I definitely think it's the most bang for your buck, and the taste is really good.
That is true.
Yeah.
It is a lot. I guess if we're looking at this on a quantity scale,
Mm-hmm.
then the Cane's is the best
Bang for your buck, yeah.
Yeah.
I think what we should do more is just get it instead of to go. We should eat it at the restaurant, so it's not in the box, building up steam in the box.
He said what we should do.
We.
He wants us three to go to Cane's right now.
No, not right now. But like when we do go to Cane's, instead of getting it
See,
to
but
go,
I'm
and
not
getting it
gonna
in
eat
the
all
box,
that food. I need the box.
then extra box later. Like, because that's
Well,
the
sometimes
problem.
I go to Cane's and I always, even if I'm eating in, I usually say to go, and
That's
I
how
just
I
eat
am
in.
at every fast
And I
food
think
restaurant.
that's why they're always soggy when we eat it because of the box with the lid on top.
I mean, maybe.
building up the steam.
Maybe.
I think that's probably our problem when we normally go to Cane's.
See, whenever I go eat anywhere nowadays, unless I'm sitting down, like it's like a real restaurant, I'm ordering to go,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to sit in there and eat my food and leave with whatever's left. I'm not going to say, oh, for here, and then go back up and be like, I need a box.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a normal restaurant, like a Chili's or something.
If it's
it would
Chili's,
be-
I'll eat in there because
Yeah.
that's like you're sitting down, you're ordering and stuff. But if I have to go up to the counter and order, I don't have a waiter, I am ordering to go.
That's fair. That's fair, yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of just the downside of Cane's. Is you're ordering
The
to
vibes
go.
at Cane's are nice, though.
It's always so nice.
It's always so nice.
This turned into a
Not
Cane's
Cane's.
glaze. I don't know.
I mean, Cane's is objectively, I think, the best out of all of these.
Yeah, I think
so
we had the best
all of these are
experience
so
at Cane's.
modernized now, besides Cane's.
I also do want to point out we are kind of skewed.
What?
A perfect bell curve rating. There should be the most in B tier. There should be 3 here, 2 here, and 1 here. We're skewed. There should be 3 in B, 2 in A and C, and 1 in S and D. But we are skewed, or maybe that's not. Yeah. Or are we? I guess we have 2 in
It's
S
skewed,
or 2 in D. We're skewed towards S.
We just like fries, it looks like more.
I think we might have had like glazed a little bit, but that's okay.
I don't think so.
Well,
I mean,
I-
who
well, I don't
cares? It's a
think-
tier list of our opinion.
Right, I think
Also,
it doesn't
we-
need a normal distribution because it's fries.
It's
at a
fries,
restaurant.
yeah.
It's not like
we're
a randomized
ranking
thing.
these entire restaurants.
Okay.
I mean, we did kind of rank Cane's pretty high based on that, but we did get Cane's to go today, and we actually ate it in the car. But
I think
I think this is perfectly fine. I agree with this.
The only thing I think I would consider changing is I might agree with Tristan that maybe Taco Bell isn't S. But
yeah, I was saying it belongs in A, maybe B.
I would
I
move
don't
it down
think
to
it
B
deserves S.
because the fries themselves are good.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that if I was given the choice of the other S's and I was putting them side by side, we put the Cane's fries and the Popeyes fries right next to the nacho fries, I don't think the nacho fries are there. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Well, yeah.
I think they would.
I think
They
I'm
belong
eating the
in
Cane's
between
and I'm eating
Wendy's
the
and
Popeyes
Chick-fil-A.
before.
They belong right in between.
Well, if I
Wendy's
get
and
the
Chick-fil-A.
sauce, okay,
I didn't try the cheese sauce, and maybe that's where I failed.
I like the cheese sauce a lot. See, but
Yeah, I
the
didn't try the cheese sauce.
the cane. I think if I had a Cane's, Popeyes, and Taco Bell in front of me, I think I would probably eat Popeyes first.
That's what.
Should we
all
put
I'm trying to
Popeyes at
say.
the top?
I
But,
think
like,
Popeyes
I think-
belongs at the top.
I think though, like, I'm still drawing
think it
more to
just-
Cane's because
it
there's so
depends.
much.
I think it just depends on what you feel like eating.
Yeah.
But what do you mean by that? What do you
Like,
elaborate?
What kind of
elaborate.
fries you feel like having?
Okay, I guess so. Like if you want crinkle, you should go to Cane's because Cane's is the only restaurant that we tried today that had
Has
good.
If you
good
want,
crinkle cut fries.
standard fries, go to Cane's. If you want your fries seasoned, go to Popeyes.
Fair. I think all of S tier is like basically equal though.
Yeah,
I mean, why are we arguing about like the placement of our S tier? I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think
Taco Bell should go down, but I've been saying this the entire time.
As an onlooker, I think McDonald's probably should have went up, but the ones we got today were not good. And I think that's another thing that the whole tier list is skewed too because of our experience today.
I really do think if we do this tomorrow, it'd probably be an entirely different list.
I think so too.
Because it all depends on what oil they had. Is it new oil? Is it old oil? When was the last time they replaced it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And really who's working?
Yeah.
How fresh are the fries? Did they bring it out right away?
Mm-hmm.
And all that are variables that affect our taste in the end.
Yeah.
And that's kind of an issue with fast food, is that just keeps happening.
But I think that's about it for this video.
The Subway Surfers guy sucks at.
Yeah, the
The
Subway
game.
Surfer guy sucks.
We might need to hire a new Subway Surfer.
I
player.
think next video we'll hire a new.
I'm
Subway
gonna
Surfer if we
make the
rank anything
footage
else.
of me going.
Yeah, we'll just
for
have
10
Tristan
hours.
playing and screen sharing the whole time.
Like I'm gonna
But
record myself.
y'all comment down below. In
What's
the
your favorite
comments.
fry?
Tell us if we ranked them wrong. Tell us your ranking. I don't know.
And if you like Ethan, Tristan, and I ranking random fast foods, let us know and we'll do it again.
Or let us know what you want us to try. Burgers, chicken nuggets, chicken sandwiches.
We'll do all of that.
drinks, milkshakes or whatever they have, ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try it all.
I'll drink straight up milk.
Whatever y'all want. Let us know.
Straight milk.
Let
Straight
us know in the comments.
Wait, why is it like a 0.5 lens? Look at that.
Wait, is it?
Is
Low-key?
it like low key?
I don't know. I can't. tell.
Kinda, not
I
really.
don't know.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's it.
Is this dog talk?
This might be dog talk.
This is not dog
The
talk.
dog